So good morning, everyone. It is Mitchell, aka Walker in Orlando, and welcome to our last day here at the Disneyland Resort. Today is going to be a very wet day. Today is going to have a lot of rain in the forecast, so unfortunately it means we're not going to be doing a lot of stuff outside, and we're only going to be in the parks for just a little bit of day. But it is going to be a fantastically fun day. It's going to be good. We're just going to be able to relax a little bit and just take our time and do some things one last time. So make sure you guys hang out with us today. Leave a like on the video if you haven't done so. Also, just subscribe to the channel to see all of our other adventures. But today, last day, Disneyland.
Now we are into Disney's California Adventure, and you actually can enter from Grand California, because we actually ate over here at Craftsman's Grill, but you can pretty much see just how heavy it is rain-wise. So a lot of your outdoor attractions, which is what mostly is here at California Adventures, are currently down. So like a credit coaster's down, Grizzly Bear is still down for refurbishment. Quite a few things outside are down still, so we're just gonna have to just kind of play it by ear. Like I said, it may not be a super long day in the parks. Well, I definitely think it's going to be a very empty park today because of the fact that it is raining, and this rain is going to be here all day. I'm kind of hoping the wind stays down though, because that's the only issue we ran into last night, was having trouble with the umbrella constantly being flipped. So, not sure what the plan is. A quick stop over to Hollywood Studios area because we want to do Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue, which is the replacement for the old Superstar Limo attraction that was very defunct.
Hello! If you are new to the area, the Monstropolis Chamber of Commerce would like to welcome you. While you're in town, be sure to...
We interrupt this program for a special report. A child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child!
If witnesses are to be believed, there has been a child security breach for the first time in monster history.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a dog.
It's true! I saw the whole thing! Happy birthday, Schmoopsy Poo!
Oh, googly bear!
When this human child froze me with its telepathic control, it made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. And it grabbed me.
My thoughts were not my own.
Oh, Boo, we gotta get you home.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Michael Wazowski! And on my birthday, I thought you cared about me!
Celia, try to understand.
Come on, this way.
Situation is 99 or 0. Security spread out and lock it down.
There's nothing down here. All units, be on the lookout for this child. Clear over here.
I hate working nights. Yeah, nothing exciting ever happens.
Hurry up, Sully, hurry up! I've got both doors set up on the scare floor.
Are you done yet, Boo?
Race you to the scare floor.
They'll never find her door now.
Look, Boo, there's your door.
We're almost there,
Kitty's gotta go now. Sleep time.
They can talk to you.
Situation status 990. We can neither confirm nor deny the protested scene filed here tonight. We responded to a 2319 in progress and reported to the scene where we immediately secured the area.
You are now officially enrolled in our Monstropoulos Witness Protection Program. I'm watching you. Always watching.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight. We responded to
Good afternoon, humans. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It looks like you're all present and accounted for. Except you, sir. I can't account for you at all.
Well, that was really kind of cute. It was slower and definitely shows its age a little bit. It was fun. Mostly just because anything we can get out of the rain right now. It's going to be the thing. So we're going to go across the street over to do the Animation Academy because they actually have a whole list of who they're drawing. So right now at 11 it'll be Mushu. So we're going to go in here into the animation area because you can also meet Anna and Elsa. Currently Oswald is meeting in there as well. So we're going to go in here and do that. So this is the animation area here in California Adventures, and they have a lot of cool things in here. Like I said, they have character close-up, Anna and Elsa. They have the Sorcerer's Workshop over there, and they do have Turtle Talk with Crush, and the Animation Academy. And unlike before, where you don't know usually, they actually put a schedule out here of who and what they are going to be drawing next. So if there's one particular character you want to draw, they actually do have it out. So taking a quick little stop down into the Sorcerer Workshop space. Because when you go down here, sometimes it'll tell you what character you kind of look like. Also, look, Clarabelle's meeting out here. Was Oswald earlier, so it looks like they'll have different characters throughout the day. So, ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Donald getting mad.
When is Donald not mad about something?
And then you can draw a little art. You can make one yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can see it here too.
Well, this one's got a mirror because if you're sitting low, if you're lower. All right, so we want to go into off the page because this is their art gallery, and they usually have way more art options at Disneyland. Mostly because I think they have more of the availability to try to bring that. Look at that, they got to visit San Francisco. So cute. Lots of Marvel stuff. I mean, we have Festival of the Arts at Epcot right now. But this is just as good, I feel like. Maybe even a little better. Look at these wooden sculptures. These are so freaking cute. Oh, look at Mickey and Donald. At only $750. Ooh, look at all the postcards.
I know, I was looking at them.
Ooh. Always go for
frame all of them.
Yeah. It really kind of throws me off because for so long coming here, you'd always come down. This was still Sunset Boulevard. But now, because of the fact that Avengers Campus now is open, this all ties into the same area now. So. But that means it's also weird because you used to have Bugs Land right there, but you'd also have the trolley car, the walkway kind of angled this way up to where the trolley car came out. But now, because of the fact that that Avengers Campus is open, this can go straight in right there. So, lots of weird differences. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and find if I have any footage left from those days and try to compare it, I feel like. Well, now we're going back into Web Slingers for our third time through. And so, support. So you got the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, which is what Web is called. But I do like this ride. It's kind of a lot of fun. It's very much Toy Story Mania-esque. But Spider-Man.
Reinforcements
Really?
remain
That's
seated
actually pretty
inside
good.
the transport.
So there's what I got, and there's ours. But look, 10th this hour. Damn, pretty good. I think honestly it's going to be the less crazy busy that I'll ever see Avengers Campus at because of all the rain. But yeah, our car when we left had 10th best this hour, and I kind of like the fact they kind of have a score for like best this hour, best of the day, so that you can kind of see how you do throughout the. Because like we were like 40,000 short of being like 10th best this day. But a lot of people do have the accessories that you can pay for the web slingers, so something else to kind of keep in mind. Some people who live here may buy all the extras that can go along with the web slinger. Alright, really wanted to stop into San Francisco, Tokyo. They have a little square, and look at little Baymax right there. So freaking cute. They have a bakery tour. I think this is where you get the little bread Baymaxes. I want to say it is. But then you have Ghirardelli ice cream right over here. Oh yeah, it is. So this is pretty cool. Kind of shows you how they make their bread and everything. It's a wooden sourdough bread. Wow. Oh, see, look, they're making the bread bowls right there. That's so cool. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. We didn't really get a lot of time to come in through the other day because we were kind of in a rush trying to get through everything. But they've got a little quick service location over here where they've got some unique food items, including a Baymax macaroon. So cool. And then Aunt Cass's Cafe, which I think this is where you get the bread bowl stuff. And like when they have them, they have the Baymax breads. So really wish I could have gotten one of those, but we took a late start to the morning. And then there is a place where you can meet Hero and Baymax, and I think it's over there to the left. But because of the rain, fortunately, they're not gonna be out and about, unfortunately. So here's another one, another food style. They have a street style tacos and corn. Wow, they've got some great food items. They also got a Maker's Market. A lot of Baymax stuff and everything, which makes sense. They have San Francisco merchandise. They have the mochi ears, the Baymax mochi ears, but not the s'mores ones. Competitors only. Good luck, Allie, from the bot fighting scenes. This is really cute. This is actually done really, really well. I kind of like this a lot. I really like this. I mean, it's a lot just more food, but the bread place, they give you a sample of bread, and that bread was delicious. Oh yeah, definitely one of my favorite places now. I do like that. There's not even a ride there. It's purely just it's an area where you can go get some food, you can eat, you can hang out when Baymax and Hero are meeting, a place to meet them. So I love that. So it does look like that the Incredicoaster is down right now. It did show that it was up earlier, but I also have a feeling maybe they're only running a couple of trains, so if people do want to ride, they can go ride. But I'm going to tell you right now, I would not ride the Incredicoaster in this weather. I'm just shocked that there are people riding the Mickey Fun Wheel, aka the Mickey Death Wheel. Looks like that there are a couple trains on the track for Incredicoaster, so it looks like that it's currently down right now, and I wonder if just when the rain gets to a certain level, they have to stop, because unlike Disney World, these rides are not really that super designed to run in the rain. Oh, I see a cast member walking. It looks like they are resetting the ride. So right now it is currently down as they finish getting the ride back in working order. But definitely a lot different, like the crowd levels comparison from when we were here on Saturday to today. So, but I mean, it makes sense because it's pouring rain and a lot of the locals do not want to come out to hang out, unfortunately, which I mean makes sense. The only reason, and like I have to emphasize, is that the reason why Disneyland is taking so much precaution to all this rain is they are not used to this amount of rain coming into the area. There's a lot of flooding issues, there's a lot of other little things that go on, so you have to be understanding that they're not just like Disney World where you can, you can do a day of rain. They're not, these parks and everything is not built for this, so that's why they're taking a lot of precautions, because not only is it the issue here, what you have besides the flooding, is because everything pretty much is on a mountainside. You run the risk of all these mudslides. So I think their concern is the concern not just for the parks and their guest safety, but their customer safety as well, getting to and from places. So it looks like that some of the carts are closed. Like they do have some of the carts up are up and everything, but it looks like that majority of the Lunar New Year stuff is going to not be happening with all this rain. So kind of takes a damper on it. So I think after this, I'm gonna go over with my mom over to Disneyland, to go over to the Emporium, do some shopping over there, and then I'm probably gonna ride the train around a couple of times, just to kind of sit and relax until they come back over, and then maybe do Space Mountain one more time, and then maybe ride the monorail around a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it from DCA. Last time leaving out of California Adventure from this trip. Really hope it's not 6 years between this trip and the next trip. Based on how everything went, I wouldn't be upset coming back this time of the year again. So DCA was a lot of fun, but I'm heading over to Disneyland because I want to go ride the train around a little bit. Look, some Disney ducks. They must be having a grand old time right now. Also the fact that like I just walked out of California Adventures, and I'm maybe 100 steps away from walking into Disneyland. To me, is probably still one of my favorite things ever about this. I just, like, trying to go to any other parks, especially Disney World, you really have to, like, really take time out of your day to get from park to park. Now, like, yeah, the monorail's great, but even if you go from Magic Kingdom to Epcot, it still could take a hot minute before you get there, so it's one of the nice benefits here. It's just really expensive to come out here and stay, and it can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. My sole purpose for coming back over to Disneyland, train. So, I'm gonna go up there and I kind of want to look around the station a little bit more, because they do have a small scale replica of a Lily Bell that Walt used to drive at Carolwood. So I want to check that out a little bit. And I did hear through the grapevine that sometimes you can sometimes ride in the cab, but I don't think they will let you do it today because of how much rain is happening. So we'll just go up there, enjoy it, and hang out. Look, it's their Main Street vehicles are out and about. I like theirs a lot.
Around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. Passengers will stand by to board. Your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited now loading for a trip around Walt Disney's Magic
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a Grand Circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children. Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our journey in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square. just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. Speaking of surprises, this place we're passing over is chock full of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and other beloved critters on fun-filled adventures where anything can happen. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the one you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. Mini for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
But I'm pretty sure we'll get there today.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Of the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Now arriving at Tomorrowland Station, I'm at your performance after step off the train. Clicking to stop and stay now. Buzz Lightyear Astroblasters, flying team of government droids, Disneyland monorail, and keep the planet. Welcome to the future, folks.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children. That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. Returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
As a reminder, Main Street Station only has codes from ramps or elevators. Controllers and wheelchairs forward until you reach the bottom of the stairs at street level. Welcome to Main Street, USA.
Alright, that was a grand old time. I actually thoroughly enjoyed myself riding that. Makes me always kind of question why ours can't have the same level of everything going on as well. So now it sounds like Kayla and her aunts are starting to walk over to Disneyland. So I was maybe seeing one of the Main Street vehicles. I was gonna head down that one, but that one got full. Maybe we'll see if another one shows up to do some things on Main Street that you normally can't do at Magic Kingdom too often. I know the Main Street vehicles at Magic at Disney World are usually been out more frequently, but I thought, you know what, do all the Disneyland things. Kind of just taking in all of the sights and sounds as this is the last little bit of Disneyland we will see, because even though we'd like to stay all day, unfortunately with this rain, my shoes are completely soaked through, and it's kind of cold. Don't think we'll stay much longer. I was kind of hoping one of the Main Street vehicles come back up, so I'd love to take a ride, especially if they have their omnibus, because our omnibus has been out more and more recently, but I want to take one on the original part. I want to ride the original Parks omnibus, which looks to be coming down the street. So maybe I'll go over there, grab a ride on the omnibus.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Omnibus. My name is Justin. I'll be your driver for today.
few things before we head down the road. Please remain seated at all times. Please keep your hands on feet, legs, and elbows inside the vehicle and supervise children. This is a one-way trip to the hub in front of Tomorrowland Gateway. Enjoy the sights, sounds, and smells of Main Street USA, everyone. Welcome aboard the Main Street vehicles. They're designed by legendary Imagineer Bob Gurr. Bob is also responsible for attractions like the monorail, the Matterhorn, Autopia, Submarine Voyage, and the new buggies over the Haunted Mansion. On our right-hand side, that's the Disneyland Railroad. It'll take you to stops in New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, or Tomorrowland, or just take a Grand Circle tour around the Magic Kingdom. Up ahead, that is our oldest vehicle here in the park. That is our Red Horse's carriage. It was introduced in the park in 1956. I'm not exactly sure how long Steve's been there though. It was modeled after 1903 Oldsmobile from the turn of the century. Speaking of old, our oldest building here in the park is the Opera House on our right-hand side. It was the sawmill that actually built all the rest of the buildings here. And now it houses great moments of Mr. Lincoln with a brand new pre-show video featuring Pedro Douglas. We're about to go down Main Street USA. It was modeled after Walt Disney's hometown of Barcelona, Missouri. As you go down the road, you may notice there are names in some of the windows. Those are names of people responsible for Disneyland's existence. You can kind of think of it as your own opening credit scene for your own movie as you walk into the park. In fact, keep your eyes open, you might even find Walt's name on one of the windows. You're currently riding the Omnibus. The Omnibus is built in 1956. Unfortunately, that one was borrowed by Florida in 1982 and they never returned it. So they built this one in 86. On our right-hand side, that's a market house where you can find our Starbucks. I can actually go for some right now, except we don't drive through, so I have to wait. And on our left-hand side, that's the Carnation Cafe, where you can try some of Walt's favorite chili. It is a good time to get some right now, especially with this weather. Nice warm bowl of chili. The Main Street vehicles go about 2,000 feet round trip on Main Street, but every year we do go about 23,000 miles a year, which does not include a lot of special events we take you to outside the park, including festivals, parades, and even weddings. On our left-hand side, that's a Penny Arcade. Above the sign, you'll see a big penny there. It says the year 1901 on it. That is the year that Walt Disney was born in Chicago, Illinois. On our left-hand side, that's a Coca-Cola refreshment corner. You can find a light bulb there that's painted half red and half white. It was put there because Walt did not like the fact there was an odd number of colored light bulbs. Try to find it if you can. And up ahead, that beautiful side over there, that is Sleeping Beauty Castle, just as beautiful as it looked when it opened in 1955. Fun fact about the castle, the drawbridge does actually open and close. It's done it 2 times before, once on opening day in 1955, another time in 1983, for the day of my birth. Just kidding, it was for the rededication ceremony for Fantasyland. This is the only castle that Walt Disney himself got to walk through during his lifetime, and we're very lucky to have it as our icon for the park.
Well, here's the Penny Arcade where you can get the desserts and stuff. So this isn't the full confectionery like it is, but you have multiple areas where you can get like cookies, cupcakes, not the apples. I think the apples are only up here. But if you're looking for those snacks, you can get those snacks right up here. And it is funny because it is the old Penny Arcade. Well, now we are on to the last few rides that we are going to be doing. One of them being Space Mountain. And then I think Indiana Jones, and then Pirates, and then probably another ride on the train for try and finally ride the monorail. So just sad seeing how empty all that is. They really used the old arms of their old Astro Orbiter for decoration pieces, and their People Mover station is just sitting empty, looking sad and pathetic. I would have loved to ride their People Mover because it goes down the middle of their Tomorrowland and goes all the way around, like into every building. But unfortunately, does not exist. Alright, so I wanted to stop off into the refreshment corner because I really want their mac and cheese hot dog. For some reason, that was like something I was super craving one time when we went to Casey's and they didn't have it, and I was very upset. So this time, getting one of those. So this looks absolutely amazing. I thought it was the spiral ones, but it's like shells almost. But look at that bacon on top. Oh, I'm so excited to eat this. Okay, hot dog, mac and cheese hot dog. Okay, it's definitely better than Casey's, but the mac and cheese was a little weird. Kind of wish it was like the spiral kind. So, not the favorite thing I've had on this trip, honestly. Probably actually the least favorite thing I've actually had on this trip. But, oh well. Into Adventureland, I think they want to do Indiana Jones, and then they talked about beignets. But we have a dinner reservation soon too, so lots to do, but I'm also wearing out. Well, it seems like the rain is starting to pick up a little bit more now, but we do have a return time to go back to do Indiana Jones Adventures Temple of the Forbidden Eye, and I'm not going to record any on this. I've done this now. This will be the third time we're doing it, and I've got it from the other 2 days, so I think this go around won't really show you much, so we'll see you when we get done with Indiana Jones. It's kind of interesting seeing how much farther behind theirs is, and I mean, I know they closed 6 months after the one in Disney World, but like that's kind of the progress you saw about 6 months ago on ours. But they already put up the water tower with the Tiana sign on it and the little crown as well. Also, I think I haven't been over here to Critter Country because there's really nothing over here right now. But yeah, I think Winnie the Pooh is still down because of rain. So pretty much this whole back area by Critter Country, nothing's happening. We are gonna head on over to Tomorrowland to go ride the train, do one more lap on the train, and then to the monorail, where then we will leave the park for the last time on this trip. Like I said, hopefully it will not be 6 years between trips again, because there's a lot of things that we didn't get to do on this trip, just because there's a lot of things that are closed. So we'll definitely have to come back and hopefully come back soonish. Probably one of the last times we'll see this castle, an itty bitty Sleeping Beauty castle, but the original one, well, actually got to work on and got to walk through. So always a little more special. So, but into Tomorrowland, which hopefully in a few years they'll have some sort of plan what they're going to do with this, because from what we heard and what I've read, it sounds like that they are trying to get something approved and trying to get something worked out, and maybe down the road they'll be able to do something. Maybe they can add a People Mover back once again. Alright, one last look at Main Street, Town Square, everything here. Like I said, hopefully will not be 6 years after. I mean, we still have a little bit more stuff going on, so just be aware of that. We do still have some of our trip still left, including going to have dinner at Goofy's Kitchen. We're going to say bye to the Disneyland Railroad for the time being. And that concludes the theme parks for just the 3 days we were out here. We did a lot though. Kind of would have been differently, like it would have been all different if we had didn't have the rain all day today. We would have probably taken like breaks and like stayed all night and like done fireworks and World of Color, but because of how hard we were trying to hit it to get before the rain came, we just went hard, and I don't think I've ever done that before in a long time. We pretty much almost did open to close almost every day.